Well, we'll watch. If there's something that we're uncomfortable with, we certainly aren't going to wait around. I think we have to just be aware of that going in. He's in the right frame of mind, and his experience and the type of guy he is. I'm comfortable with it, but you're right. I mean, you just have to make sure you monitor right from the get-go.
Joe, at what time did you realize you had a nice find in Cory Wade, and what's been the key to his success?
In spring training, we had Cory, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we had to add him to the roster, the 40-man, when we brought him up. He's one of those guys when you have like 30 pitchers in spring training. He's one of those guys that, okay, you bring him in, he's going to throw strikes, and you don't pay a lot of attention because you're trying to make your mind up with other people. And then Bob Schaefer, my bench coach, when we were looking to do something different in our bullpen, mentioned Cory's name a number of times, and it came to the point where, we made a move and brought him up. And what he does is he's able to change speeds. He can throw change-ups, curveballs. He's got enough of a fastball to, to keep people off that other stuff. And the fact that he's able to throw strikes and seems to have pretty good command with it.
Do you think that yesterday swung the momentum back to your boys, and do you sense a change in the clubhouse?
Well, I think the change, you feel good when you win a game. I mean, whether it's 162 or a 7-game series, it's more immediate and more necessary in a 7-game series to get that momentum back on your side. Kuroda was terrific. I mean, what can I say? He had a great outing against the Cubs when we clinched, and obviously we needed that game very badly last night, and he pitched certainly up to expectations and maybe beyond. And Derek, he pitched a good game in the first game. That one inning where a couple of home runs, the game was over at that point. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was the final score. We have Pierre playing center field instead of Matt Kemp. Matt's been fighting himself a little bit. I just told him that, just take a day. And, we've done this before. So we'll send Juan out to center field, and Matt will probably be a part of it before the day is over, but, that's the way we're going to start. Well, I think it's over because I think each game takes on its own personality. And, again, Brett threw behind Manny that first day. Nothing came of it. Nothing happened. I mean, last night wasn't a product of that. It was a product of, a couple of guys going down early for us. This is rare. Of course, there were, World Series in the past that this happened. It happened to us in Arizona in 2001, and I know it's happened with Minnesota and the Cardinals, wasn't it? The home team stuff. But those were indoor-outdoor ballparks, so you can understand more of a difference in that situation. I can't explain this one. I mean, both clubs have good bullpens, which usually indicates that you can win on the road. But hopefully that's going to change.